I thought I heard the door.
Only the milkman, and I paid him.
Oh, Eric, this looks wonderful.
Not bad, eh?
Oh, you should have said I would have helped.
I enjoyed doing it. Makes a nice change making breakfast for two. Madame?
Oh, I could certainly get used to this treatment.
Alan, what on earth do you want?
Well, I am sorry to disturb you and Elizabeth so early in the morning, and particularly when you're so busy with the housework.
What do you want, Alan?
Well, it was just some invoices I wanted to go through. It won't take a moment.
For heaven's sake, Alan, it's Saturday.
Well, yes, I know. That's why I didn't telephone you earlier. I didn't want to disturb you.
Oh, flaming heck! Oh. Watch where you're going, will you?
Michael, what are you doing here?
I'm trying to get some keep.
What, in the middle of my living room floor?
I just said it'd be all right if I dosed.
I thought you were staying at your mum's.
Yeah, but not at weekends, not when she's got Pollard there.
Well, look, I'm sorry, you can't stay here. I've got to get Alice ready. She's going to Elsa's.
Well, just give us another 20 minutes, mate. I've got to go to my mum's to collect some clothes and I want to give her and Pollard time to get out of the way.
Look at the state of this place.
I'll tidy up in a minute.
I folded these clothes up last night. I got them ready. Now look at them all. They're all creased.
Well, not that bad. I only moved them. What's the matter with you, Nick?
What is Elsa going to say?
I'll tell her it was me. She knows what I'm like.
Michael, I think it's time you left. Coffee?
I thought you'd never ask, Eric.
Right, that does it. You've been turning this place upside down for 10 minutes. What is it you're after?
Don't disturb yourself, Elizabeth. Just pretend I'm not here.
Oh, little monster.
Alan, what are you looking for?
It's the July invoices from the feed suppliers.
They're there, the same place I always keep them.
Oh, yeah. Yes, of course. Yeah, yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Alan?
Oh, yes. Right, I'll be going. Oh, enjoy.
Thank goodness for that. I thought we'd never get rid of him.
I wonder he didn't want to search your bedroom as well. Oh, no, what the hell does he want now?
Oh, sorry. I didn't realise you'd still be having your breakfast.
That's all right, love. Come in.
I'm not staying. I just came to get some clothes.
Would you like some bacon? There's plenty here.
No, thanks. They're expecting me up at Emmerdale. I'm doing some overtime.
Are you sure, love?
Yeah, I'll be fine, yeah.
Will we see you again later?
I don't know.
Michael, there's no need for all this, you know. You are very welcome here.
Yeah, I know, but I think it's probably best. Just for the time being.
Chris!
You forgot your sandwiches.
Oh, thanks. Sorry I had to leave in such a rush. Had to get this one ready for a 9:30 lesson. The instructor will be here any minute.
I thought Neil Kincaid had one of his lads working for you.
Steve, yeah, but he doesn't help out at weekends. All right for some, isn't it? I'm really looking forward to this holiday. Chance to get away, forget about work.
I wish it was that easy.
You've got to do something about this drug smuggling business, Chris. You make yourself sick with worry if you're not careful.
My hands are tied, Kathy. I'm convinced Jarvis is up to something, but I can't prove
For
it.
goodness sake, go to the police before he gets caught.
What, and have our names splashed all over the papers? I don't think our clients would be impressed.
It doesn't matter what your clients think. Jarvis is a drug smuggler. He should be behind bars.
Look, I'm seeing Dad again this morning. He might have come up with something.
Well, I hope so, Chris. I mean, you can talk about it forever, but sooner or later you'll have to act. You can't let Jarvis get away with this.
You know, I was foolish enough to think that announcing our engagement might put an end to Turner's ridiculous behaviour.
Well, at least Michael's being civil about it all.
Only just. He still can't accept our being together.
Well, it's early days. He'll come round.
Yes, I know. I just can't help feeling that I could be doing more for him. This is his home, after all.
I don't really see what else you can do for him.
He still hasn't spoken to me about Rachel, you know. He won't either, knowing Michael. I think he just needs time to be alone.
Well, perhaps we should give him some space.
How?
Go to my place,
We can't do that.
Just the weekends.
I must admit, it would be nice to get away from everything.
And everyone. So, shall we say start for next weekend? Good. And now you can leave all this till later.
But, Eric...
Because I am taking you out for the day before there are more interruptions.
What's this? Boss getting his hands dirty on a Saturday? You must be keen.
Not keen, desperate.
Jarvis's wagon? You won't find anything in there, son.
Yeah, I know. It's worth a try, though. Had any thoughts on the matter?
Sorry, I can't think of anything. Our only consolation is that it's all hearsay.
There is no consolation, Dad. I know something's going on and it's got to stop.
You go to the police, it's only the start of the matter.
There's no need to remind me. I'm not going to involve the police.
And what are you going to do?
Let's sort it out. My way.
Well, you know you have my support, whatever you do.
Yeah, when I've finished with him, Tony Jarvis will regret the day he ever set foot into our yard.
Whatever you do, be careful.
Look, it's all right. I can look after myself.
We seem to start this job earlier every year.
Well, if you ask me, it's all down to the greenhouse effect.
Greenhouse effect? I've known hotter summers when I was a kid. Nobody used to go on about global warming and all that stuff then.
Because people had more important things to worry about.
Aye, that's right, lad. Like making an honest living out of the land.
Just listen to you two. You sound like a couple of pensioners. When I were a lad, it were retard.
Don't mock, Sarah. There aren't many people left round here who still appreciate the importance of farming in the Dales.
No, now the place is full of money-grabbing yuppies like the Tates. Soon there'll be no farmers left.
Yeah. Next, I suppose they'll be trying to turn George Winslow's farm into Euro Disney.
George Winslow's farm?
Yeah, he died the other day, didn't you know?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry, Michael. Did you know him?
Well, no. Only that he was one of Tate's tenants. I think he was a bit of a loner.
Yeah. Didn't have any family either.
Wonder what Tate will do with the place now.
Who knows? Prime arable land is that, though. One of the best farms on the estate.
Well, he shouldn't have any trouble finding a new tenant.
Frank Tate's not interested in finding new tenant farmers. He's probably bringing in the bulldozers even as we speak.
Yeah, probably.
Can't wait to get this pot off. It's driving me mad.
You can't have too long to wait.
Maybe not. I just feel so useless and guilty. You shouldn't have to work weekends.
Hey, don't be silly. You know I don't mind.
I know, but I should be helping you out. Instead, I'm off hobnobbing with the aristocracy.
Where are you going?
The Kincaids for afternoon tea.
Oh, of course. I'd forgotten it was today. Well, I hope you managed to make the right impression.
I'm leaving that to Frank. He seems to think that Neil's from a completely different planet. I mean, despite all Frank's wealth, he can't accept the fact he's on equal footing with a member of the landed gentry. So I've told him, keep the conversation off money and politics and talk about the weather and animals, and he'll be fine. Kathy?
Oh, sorry, Kim, what were you saying?
Never mind me. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Come on. I'm not daft.
Right, I'm just going to take Robert for his riding lesson.
Okay, see you later then. Michael? Penny for them.
Sorry, Jack.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I was just wondering. Would it be all right if I took a bit longer for my dinner break?
Sure. I mean, you're doing overtime after all.
Oh, great.
You sure you're all right?
Yeah, I'm fine, yeah.
Good. You know, Michael, despite what I said to you the other day, I think you've handled things pretty well with you and Rachel. I mean, sometimes you don't know how people are going to react when something like this happens.
What were you expecting me to do? Carry on getting drunk or burning down buildings or something?
Well, I can certainly understand you being upset.
Yeah, well, I am upset. But I'm devastated. There's no point in feeling sorry for myself. I'm going to miss Rachel. She's got to do her own thing, and I'm not going to stand in her way.
I don't suppose you're going to find it easy, working round here.
Well, maybe not. But I'll cope. Anyway, in the long run, who knows how things will turn out between us?
Come on, Kathy, you've got to stop worrying. Chris knows what he's doing. If he didn't, Frank wouldn't have him running the haulage business, for goodness sake.
I just can't help feeling he should go straight to the police.
Well, does seem the obvious thing to do.
Oh, I'm glad someone agrees with me.
But Frank and Chris do have a point. Well, if people get to hear that one of the drivers has been smuggling drugs, then Tate's haulage are going to lose a lot of good contracts.
Oh, come on, there's more to it than that. If Jarvis is smuggling drugs and we don't do anything about it, how many deaths will we be responsible for?
Hi, Joe. I hoped you'd be here.
All right.
Can I get you another?
Jack giving you a ride?
Oh, you must be joking.
Well, I told you there's no money in farming when I offered you that job at the holiday village.
Yeah, well, I'd have lasted 2 hours before I got bored.
Yeah, I suppose so. I'll have a pint.
Right. Carol. Look, I just wanted a word.
Oh, fire away.
It's about the Winslow place.
I've just been up there, arranging for a clearance.
Oh, so the farm's empty now, then?
Will be once it's cleared.
And the tenancy's up for grabs?
Yeah.
So you'll be looking for a new tenant, then?
Yeah, if we can find the right sort of person.
This could be your lucky day, Joe.
What do you think?
About what?
Will I do?
Well, of course you'll do. What's the matter?
You don't think I'm a bit too casual?
Oh, you could always dig out your cravat and a cloak.
Very funny.
I can't believe this, Frank. Relax. Neil invited you over because he likes you the way you are. Just be yourself. You're going to be amongst friends.
Friends or not, it's as much business as it is pleasure.
Yes, Frank. Talking of business, I was speaking to Kathy about the haulage company.
Oh, really?
Well, she's worried about this Tony Jarvis character.
Is she now?
She needed someone to talk to.
Well, let's hope she doesn't talk to anyone else. We can't afford this to get out.
So? Well, has Chris been to the police yet?
He's decided against it. Look, love, it's the best way. He's going to sort everything out with Jarvis next week. You'll see, everything will be fine.
Yeah, well, I wish you could convince Kathy about that.
I'll leave that to Chris. I'm sure he can put her mind at ease.
Yeah, well, let's hope so.
Kim, you sure this is all right?
You do realise what you'd be letting yourself in for?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, we're talking about a 300-acre farm and some of the best arable land in the Dales.
I know, that's why I want it.
Oh, come on, Michael. You running that farm?
Look, I'm serious, Joe. I ran Blackthorn long enough to realise I'm a good farmer.
There's a big difference between Blackthorn and the Winslow place.
Look, if I got some decent land, I could make a real go of it. Like you say, it's one of the best farms around.
You're really serious about this, aren't you?
Yeah, of course I am. It's my future we're talking about.
You do realise it's not up to me what happened to that land. It's Frank you ought to be talking to.
I know. Well, that's why I came to see you first. Thought you could put a word in for me.
Come on, Michael.
No, listen, Joe. You know me and Frank don't get on. I doubt he'd even see me.
All right. I'll have a word with Frank, but that's all I can do.
Look, I can make it work, you know.
You just don't build your hopes up too high. I'll tell Frank you want the farm, but the rest is up to him.
Oh, cheers, Joe. I owe you one.
Yeah.
I could get used to this lifestyle. Hull seems like a million miles away.
Well, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it is.
When's your mother coming to stay?
Oh, well, not for some time.
Where's that?
Told you a little white lie.
Oh, yeah.
I said the cabin wouldn't be ready for another couple of weeks.
Talk about devious.
You're not complaining, are you?
No, certainly not.
Well, then.
How would you like to meet my family?
I've met them.
Well, not all of them. You haven't met Jack, Sarah or Annie.
Am I up to a family gathering, I ask myself.
Come on, they won't bite.
From what I've heard, I'm not so sure about that.
We haven't got anything better to do today.
Do we have to?
Yeah.
All right. Open a bottle, will you, Mark? I think I'm going to need a drink.
Hiya.
Hi.
Hi, Rachel. We were going.
Oh, there's no need.
Hi, Rachel.
Hi.
Thought you were working.
Later on.
Come to give us an hand. We can always use the extra help, can't we, Jack?
No, I came to let you know that Rick's going to be visiting next week.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll be taking him round the farm. I wanted to let you know in advance.
Oh, it's ages since I've seen Rick. I'll tell you what, why don't I take him round?
No, there's no need.
No, I'd like to. Be all right, wouldn't it, Jack?
Yeah, don't see why not.
Really quiet, isn't it?
What?
It's really quiet without Alice here.
Yeah. So I've got some peace to read my paper.
I hope she's all right, you know.
Sorry?
Alice. I hope she's all right.
Why shouldn't she be all right?
I don't know. Just hope her and Elsa are getting on okay.
Of course they'll be getting on.
Well, they didn't seem that pleased to see each other,
Oh.
actually. What?
Is this what it's going to be like for 2 weeks? You nagging like an old woman.
Sorry.
Yeah, I should think so. Look, all you should be thinking about is how you're going to enjoy your holiday.
Are you all right to pick up our Robert from Ben's?
Can't you do it?
I've got to fix the fuel pump on the tractor. Michael says it's been giving him trouble.
Okay. Has he said anything to you about Rachel?
Only that he's heartbroken, but he's accepted the relationship's over.
Oh, so much for you telling me earlier that he thought he still had a chance with Rachel.
No, they're just good friends. Michael's accepted that's all it's going to be.
I'm not so sure, Jack. I know Michael's been playing it very cool, but if you ask me, he's hoping for more than friendship. Oh, hi, Mark. Just in time for a cuppa.
All right. Lisa, Jack and Sarah.
Hi.
Hello there.
Hello.
Is Annie around? She's mending some jeans for me.
Oh, she's in the parlour. 40 winks.
All right. I'll put my head round the door. You okay?
Sit down.
Thanks.
Tea?
Please, please.
Mark was saying you're from Hull.
Oh, that's right. A townie. Isn't that what you country people call us city dwellers?
Well, only the ones we don't like.
Yeah, it must make a nice change, escaping from all the hustle and bustle.
Oh, we can say that again. All this beautiful scenery and fresh air. Makes you never want to go back to Hull again. I just never realised there was such beautiful countryside practically on my doorstep.
There you are, Sarah. Someone who can appreciate the Dales for what they really are.
All I can say is it's a good job someone like Frank Tate had the foresight to open a holiday village.
You what?
Well, otherwise people like me would never have the opportunity to discover the Dales. You must admit we have a lot to thank Frank Tate for.
Annie,
Oh, Mark, you startled me.
I'm sorry. I brought someone to meet you. Lisa.
Where is she?
She's next door. Are my jeans ready?
Yes, they're on the table. I did the best I could with them.
Looks like I might have to buy myself a new pair after all.
A new pair? That'll cost you something.
Well, only 30 quid.
£30?
It's all right. I can afford it.
Can you now?
Yeah, I'm dead flush at the moment. What with working at the holiday village and the odd night at the Woolpack.
Well, good for you. At this rate, you'll be going on holiday to the Bahamas.
Well, I don't know about the Bahamas, but I quite fancy France.
Send me a postcard.
What's the matter, Annie?
I'm all right. It's you I'm wondering about. Running around spending all this money like there was no tomorrow.
Well, don't worry about that. There's nothing else to spend it on.
You're quite sure about that?
Yeah. Where's the money? The money for the phone bill.
It's something more important than that. It's about friendship and trust and believing people when they give you their word.
I'm sorry, Annie. Honestly, I'm really sorry. With all my exams, I just forgot. I would have remembered.
When, I wonder?
No, I've not known Saturday night's been like this before, Archie.
No, then, what's what you're doing?
Sorry. Seth, do you want a pint?
Please.
Archie, orange.
Yeah.
Can you do us 2 pints and an orange juice, please?
Sorry, Nick, you'll have to wait.
Alan, can you do us 2 pints and an orange?
Sorry, Nick, there are 5 people before you. Yes, sir, what was it?
Yeah. Mark's come a fair way since that little camping holiday with Paula.
You're right there. I mean, Lisa doesn't strike me as the innocent schoolgirl.
You can say that again. At least Paula had the good sense not to go around singing the praises of Frank Tate.
Oh, yes, Jack.
Everywhere you go these days, it's always the same. Frank Tate this, Frank Tate that. Well, I don't think it's funny.
Oh, Jack, sing another song, will you? Oh, you two not going out tonight? No, Annie, we thought we'd keep you company. Oh, that's nice of you.
Been writing another letter, Ma?
Yes, to Betty. I'm going to stay with her for a fortnight at the end of the month.
You're going on holiday again. Don't know how we manage to keep track of you these days.
I'm sure I left some stamps on here. Oh, Emmerdale Farm. Yes? Yes, I'd like that. Thursday. Thank you very much. Bye. was a pleasant surprise.
What was?
Nothing like a nice phone call to cheer up an evening.
Annie, don't be so mysterious.
Nothing mysterious about me.
So what was all that then?
I've been invited out to dinner.
Now that I'm trying to play darts here. Oh, this is terrible. Well, look, let's forget this before we end up killing somebody.
All right.
Excuse me, please.
Alan, this is ridiculous. There's nowhere to sit.
Yeah, if you had to turn that back room into a poxy restaurant, it wouldn't be so bad.
Just stop moaning, you two. I'm getting it from Seth over there. It's painful.
You won't be saying that in the middle of winter when we're the only people in here. Do you want another one? Well, do you fancy waiting 20 minutes at the bar for a drink? No, not particularly. Tell you what, let's go out and see if there's that one. So, right, come on then. I'll give Elsa a ring, see how Alice is doing.
Are you going somewhere nice? On Thursday.
Thursday?
Your dinner date.
Oh, that? Yes, I expect so.
So, this friend of yours, where will he be coming from?
He?
Well, what I was trying to say is, why don't you invite your friend in for a drink before you go? I mean, we'd love to meet him. Wouldn't we, Sarah?
Yes. Any friend of Annie's is a friend of ours.
That's very nice of you, Sarah. And you.
So that's settled then.
Well, I'm afraid not, you see. We've arranged to meet at the restaurant, and I don't think we'll be in touch before that.
I see. Well, never mind.
Don't worry, Jack. I'm sure you'll meet him soon enough.
I thought I was onto a good thing when I first came back from Leeds. Quiet little bar job, cosy pub. No such luck.
Oh, just think of all that lovely money you're earning.
What lovely money. I'm working for Alan Turner, remember?
It's like a rugby scrum in there. Alan Turner must be making a fortune. I reckon I'm in the wrong business.
Yeah, I'm sure Alan Turner doesn't have to worry about drug smugglers.
Hey, keep your voice down, for goodness sake. We won't have to worry after this week.
I'm glad you've finally seen sense.
I'm not going to involve the police.
Oh, Chris.
No, I've decided to show Jarvis his cards and warn him off.
What if that doesn't work? He could turn nasty or something.
But don't worry, I've got plenty of bulky friends down at the yard.
It's not solving the real problem, though, is it? Jarvis will still do the same thing with another company.
It's not our problem.
It's not right. I still think you should go to the police.
Look, I've made a decision, Kathy, and that's the end of it.
Kim agrees with me. She thinks you ought to go as well.
Kim? What's any of this got to do with her?
I was worried. Just wanted to see what she thought.
You've no right to be talking to Kim about my private business.
Chris, Kim's family, for goodness sake, and Frank told her anyway.
I don't care. I asked you to keep it to yourself, but no, you couldn't wait to tell someone, could you? I should have known.
Look, love, I'm only worried for you.
How can I trust you if you're going to blab secrets all over the place?
That is not fair.
In future, don't stick your nose in where it isn't wanted. Understand?